money. Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building. Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. This fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
No way. King Dingbat here. And welcome to the Philly Shakedown Wild Card Weekend episode. That's what it is. I don't even remember what episode we were on, Joey, by the way. How are you doing, man? How are you feeling?
Oh man, I feel horrible. So if nobody knew, I ended up getting the virus. I think it was like Sunday night. I ended up getting it, and it just got worse until now. So yeah, that's what's been. I've been trying to relax this week, but it's been really tough. But I'm glad the shakedown's here tonight because pretty much this is the only productive thing I've been doing all week.
Joey don't have nothing to do. He's been sending me pictures of kittens all day. I'm just kidding. What's going on, everybody? I see you guys are here. Wicked One's here. Ryan, John Dunham, Logan, Trey, Scratchy Box. Is that what he says? Scratchy Bloxy. My bad. Oh, it's John Dunham. KO. Sick of Manny. Manny who? Habana's here. Game Boys. Martin Perez. Thank you for Super Chat. He goes, Lane Johnson is an animal, man. Toughest player ever. And yes, and everybody, thank you. William, thank you for being here. If I missed anybody, my apologies. But yeah, we're glad to be here. It's an exciting time. I know there's a lot of all-season talk going on already with the Eagles. I told Joy, I'm just not ready to go there. Like,
yeah,
we have a playoff game, not this weekend, but next weekend. But this weekend we got playoff games. Matter of fact, I did a poll, by the way, on my chat, and it was just simply asking who's going to win between the Buccaneers and the Cowboys on Monday night. That's a Monday night game. So it looks like 83% of the people said the Buccaneers, 16% said the Cowboys, 74 votes. So that's interesting. That's actually not what I think is going to happen. But
biased. There could be biased votes, or realistically, when you look at it, okay, I think it goes down to Dallas's run game, and I think the more they make Dak pass the ball in this game, I think they're gonna be in trouble. But I think they have to use both these running backs to their full advantage. Yeah. I think that's what gets their offense going. And I mean, defensively, last game they played really well. They were getting stops. The offense just couldn't get anything done. So.
Well, we'll get into that game in a little bit. I want to before we get into those games, I want to talk about what's going on with the Birds because everything revolves around the Eagles. Let's face it, right? So right now, I think this week we're in a bye week. They have practiced, but it's all about who's going to be healthy, who's going to play. Obviously, it looks like Josh Sweat has returned. He's back at practice. It looks like Jalen Hurts he not really throwing, not really doing too much. I think it's safe to say Jalen Hurts was a lot more hurt than they made it seem like. Because he was obviously in pain in that Giants game and couldn't do everything he needed to do. And then the big news today is that Lane Johnson returned to practice on a limited basis, and he was on the Pat McAfee show, I guess, and said he's going to play.
Yeah,
so that's huge for us, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
do you think he's going to be able to play through the pain? Like, do you think it's going to be a situation that, like, he's going to go out there and the pain's going to be just too much, or do you think it's something he can deal with?
I think teams are going to know. I mean, teams are definitely going to know, like, that there's something up with the whatever the hell it's called. There's a certain name for the injury, but teams are going to know this, and I'll probably will try to attack that during games. But he said he's going to play. I mean, he took some reps. He did some blocking today, but obviously there's no physical. They're not going full pads or anything this week. More of a mentality state this week. But with Jalen Hurts yesterday, barely threw it all. I don't think he even threw it all yesterday, and more didn't throw today. Was more, he threw a little bit more today, but Hurts is not going to be working with the first team offense at all this week. So it's going to be just him with this, specifically working on his own with the quarterbacks, and that's pretty much it. But hey, he's starting to throw today, which was good. So I mean, that's a really good sign. Really good sign.
Right. The great Duke. We are very lucky that the great Duke Bothers is here. Mr. Presidente is here. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here, Cowboy fan. I would love to see the Eagles play the Cowboys. I think me and you need another bet. I lost the bet last year to you. I'd like a little bit of revenge, but man, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about Jalen Hurts not throwing this week. It doesn't worry me this week. It's next week. If we're at Thursday or Friday and he's not throwing, I think that's a problem, you know. But he did throw a little bit today. I'm not too concerned about it. Really, I just want those guys to get healthy. You know, I know that they have the weekend off, and I think it's well needed. You know. Philly White says freaking 9:30 here, going to get home till maybe 11 or 12 from New York City, currently at a track meet, and I'm speaking in one of the best indoor track arenas in the country. Very cool, man. Well, good luck to you at your event, man. Good luck to you. I said in my video today, I said the NFC is scared. Obviously, I like the troll. I know it fires the other fans up, but I do think if the Eagles are healthy and they're playing at full strength, especially Jalen Hurts, and he's not limited in what he can do, I think the Eagles are in a really great situation having 2 home games and having that bye week. You know, I just do. I don't think that should be a surprise, should it, Joey? I mean, should we be surprised that? I mean,
no, that's why. Even I don't think we were that. Even we were winning. Even after what we had those 3 chances to win games, we didn't have Jalen Hurts for 2 games, and it was to a point where, you know, we weren't surprised when they won and got the number 1. You know, not got the first seed, but at the same time, like you could have had more time on your side if you won earlier. You could have had a lot of time on your side.
Right.
Which really hurt us. Right. So I think what's really hurt us, having that extra. If we beat the Cowboys, if we had a chance against the Saints, we would have had a lot more time. But now you still have a good amount of time. But you know, the question is now surrounding this team from the outside looking in is how is Jalen Hurts going to look? Are they going to, if they push him back or they take his best, the best part of his game away from him, it's going to hurt us. That's definite. So
yeah, I mean, because I felt like it really limited, you know, in a Giants game, he was really limited in what they wanted him to do and not do. And I just think that in order to make that offense as explosive as possible, it relies on Jalen Hurts' ability to like run and move and do certain things. I mean, there were times where they were blitzing that he would have took off and had 20, 30 yards to run, and it just wasn't there. So I think I'm not so concerned about the throwing stuff until we actually, you know, get into next week and we know who we're playing and we've got a game and the date set on the game. The other thing, I guess, the big talk today with the Eagles is, and we'll bring this up. I know this is probably a big deal for you. It's not a huge deal for me either. I know people like to make a lot of it, but there's no Pro Bowl anymore. They don't even play the game anymore. But Jalen Hurts made second team, I guess, All-Pro, along with Hassan Reddick, which I do think Hassan Reddick should have made first team All-Pro. But, it is what it is. Lane and Jason Kelce did make it, though, which is good.
You know? I care less. So, I don't care about. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. We're getting prepared for a damn playoff game. I can care less. About
that's how I feel, especially when you're not even playing a game anymore. They don't even play a game. They're going to do a skills competition. You know, I can't think about that right now. It's like I can't think about, all right, you know, who should we sign in free? Like I'm not there. Like we are the number 1 seed in the NFC conference, and the playoffs are just starting, yo. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for some football. And we are doing this tonight because I'm streaming all the games tomorrow. So it's going to be a long weekend of football. I love it. My wife probably loves it because she don't have to see my beautiful face. And I'm leaving her alone. I bought some balls, you know, boom, boom, boom. Mark Perez, favorite super chat. He goes, I feel Hurts is making people think he's hurt because whoever we play next week will watch film from practice and he's going to fool everybody come game day. Hey, listen, I would love that. You know, the only reason I think he's a little more hurt than maybe like he's just fooling is because if you look at the Giants game, they were very worried about him taking off. You know what I'm saying? So there's something there. There's something there. You know what I mean?
100%. I agree.
Philly Swag says, I hope you feel better soon, Joey.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much.
So, Mark was a clown last night. Listen, I went on the round table. Rio Robinson, Washington. I go on this round table. And, like, we get into it. Mark starts screaming, so I start screaming. And we're all screaming. Nobody can hear anything. And then he puts out a video, like, where he edited it. And he lowered the volume of me yelling at him and then acted like he like, out-yelled me or something and told me off. I'm like, dude lowered the volume of the clip of me speaking. I'm like, that's dirty. That's dirty. But he was going off. He says the Eagles haven't beaten anybody. The Eagles haven't beaten anybody. Like, we practically played the same schedule.
It doesn't matter now. We're in the playoffs now. Like that doesn't matter anymore.
Right. It don't matter. That's a great point. But bloody shot. Dave for Super Chat goes, hey Philly, you think the Eagles will make Hurts quarterback coach Brian Johnson next Eagles offensive coordinator? It's a great question. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that that's something possible? I mean, he's done a great job. He does deserve some sort of promotion.
I think they want to try to keep Hurts and Brian Johnson together. I think that's like their main objective. So I don't know if they want to kind of give him like a mini elevation on the, promotion of like maybe assistant head coach. I don't know, something like that. It would be a loss, to kind of lose Brian Johnson. That's known him for a long time, but it's not even just Brian Johnson. I mean, it could be Marcus Brady. It could be Frank Reich. I mean, I don't know really who else is available. Nick Sirianni has mentioned that he's either going to promote from within or he's going to go outside the organization. Now, we're not really big fans of promoting from within, depending on the situation. We've had, back when Doug was going to make Press Taylor the OC, Matt Rule was going to become the defensive coordinator, which was, Jim Schwartz's right-hand man. We weren't really a big fan of it. And before that plan even started to develop, Doug Pearson was fired right at that time.
Is Press Taylor the offensive coordinator in Jacksonville?
He is. It's weird, man.
Dude.
It's just weird.
Why does he look so much better, dude? What the hell? Christian Kirk looks like $1 million. Lawrence has become. I mean, geez.
I know.
That's crazy. Thanks. Pizzle's actually, Pizzle was in this stream in this roundtable, and he wasn't saying much. He just had his glasses on, smiling. But what people don't understand is Pizzle's just happy to be in the playoffs. He don't really care if they wait. Of course, he cares if they win or lose. But he's just like, I'm happy to be here. Yeah,
right.
To me, I want to win. I feel like if we don't get to the Super Bowl, I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed. Like if we lost the Super Bowl, I'd be like, all right, that sucks. It's gonna hurt. But I feel like if we lose one of these games at home, I feel like that's a disappointment, man. I don't think there's any way around it. Yeah, and he says, hey, Philly and Joey, I'm going to the divisional games, and it will be my first Eagles game and my first playoff game as well. Go Birds. Man, that is awesome, man.
You'll have a good time, man.
Great, great time. Yeah, man. That's awesome. So I do want to talk a little bit about these games tomorrow because obviously the Eagles are on a bye week, right? So I kind of want to go over some of these games, and I'm just going to go in order of which way they play. You just give me what your thoughts on them, all right? Seattle, San Francisco tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern, I believe, right? So what are your thoughts on that game?
It's going to be tough. I mean, I think for Seattle to really get out of this game is going to be a tough one. But when it comes to the 49ers, I think between their defense is great. Brock Purdy is he's been talked about so much and praised so much. I think he's just getting the hang of just being that starting quarterback and really changing the plans of the 49ers of the future and what they're doing. I think their defense is going to. So? Yeah, I think so, because with Trey Lance, I don't know what they're going to do with him when he gets back off injury, and Garoppolo is going to be a free agent next year. So there's a lot of decisions they're going to have to make. But between that defense coming in, I think San Francisco really needs to shoot themselves in the foot plenty of times in this game to really choke against Seattle. I think it's going to come down to mistakes.
I got to assume it's run Christian McCaffrey, run the ball, and don't make any mistakes. Purdy, this team, both sides of the field are going to basically be good enough to beat Seattle. I agree. I think they beat Seattle. Obviously, if they didn't beat Seattle, that would send Seattle to Philly. I think that would be the easiest route the Eagles could possibly have. But I'm not relying it. But it will be the weather here. Let me tell you, it's been raining here for like a month nonstop. It's flooding everywhere.
Wow.
San Francisco isn't too far away. It's going to be raining there. That could make the game interesting. The fact that they got a rookie quarterback could make the game interesting. And the fact that it's a divisional rivals, which means those teams know each other well.
Yeah.
So it could be interesting. It would be to me, that would be a huge break for the Eagles if they ended up Seattle in the divisional round.
That's true.
Les Grossman, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, I got a weird tingle feeling about David Seahawks beating Goliath Niners tomorrow.
Wow.
And if not, we are playing the Giants. Kirk Cousins will choke again. Interesting. And thank you for Super Chat, my man. So yeah, I got the Niners win tomorrow. Then the second game Saturday night is the Chargers and the Jaguars. This to me is a very interesting game because I'm going to be definitely rooting for Doug Peterson and the Jaguars. But Herbert and the Chargers, man, they're expected to win. They're favored to win. But dude, I think the Jaguars are going to beat them. I think the Jaguars.
Who got blown out? Who got blown out earlier in the season between them two? One of them got blown out.
I don't remember. I don't remember what their matchup was.
I forgot, but no. You can't put down Doug Pearson coming in with a really tough team that really has turned that team around in one year. I mean, the Chargers are getting Bosa back in this game, which is definitely big for them. So, paired up. So, I mean, offensively, Brandon Staley's definitely on thin ice. There's rumors about him getting fired, which I think a lot of the Chargers' issues this year has been play calling. It's been kind of crazy this year, so I think I'm with you on the train of having Doug Pearson win this game. I really want them to have success, and I hope he does.
Yeah. I one of the guys I really wanted, remember, before we knew we were going to get A.J. Brown or make a trade like that, one of the guys we talked about was Christian Kirk in the slot. I wanted him as a slot receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a great year for them. They had to overpay him, but he had a great year. So, I'm with you. I'm going to take the Jaguars. And everybody in the chat, put who you think's going to win a game. Tell me who you think's going to win between the first game, Niners Seahawks, and then tell me with the Jags. I'm curious. And then we're gonna talk.
Yes, Les Grossman did say So the Jags, 38-10 they won against the Chargers. 38-10, they blew them out earlier in the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a feeling, Joey. I got a feeling they're gonna win. They're gonna win that game too. I just do.
Yeah, I do.
But it's interesting. All right, so then the Sunday games. I guess we're starting with Miami at Buffalo. Now, I forgot all about this, but I don't think Tua's playing, dude.
No.
I don't think Tua's playing. So I guess we both think pretty confident that Buffalo is going to not only win, but probably cover.
Pretty much. I think so. Don't have your starting quarterbacks, so.
Yeah. I forgot to, when I did my video today, totally forgot Tua wasn't playing. I said, I think Miami loses, but covers. Not if Tua ain't playing. Who's the back? I don't even know who the backup is for Miami. Is that bad? Who do you know who it is?
Who?
I don't know who the backup.
No, I've never heard of him. I heard his name, but I don't even know who he is. No.
Yeah. Alex says, "What up, 500 Joey? I will be working at the divisional game next week. People predicting that the Chiefs and Eagles Super Bowl also feel better, Joey. I think that the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl to me is the scariest scenario for the Eagles. I think the Eagles have a chance to beat Buffalo. I think they could beat Cincinnati. The Chiefs scare me. They just do,
Yeah.
They do. I think it'll be a great game, but I think, because of the ability of Mahomes and them to score points, but what a fascinating storyline that would be.
Oh yeah.
Andy Reid versus the Eagles. Visible Truth says Texas boy, you're delusional. Oh, talk about Texas boy. All right, so we both agree. Who do you guys have? Miami, Buffalo. Put it in the chat. And let's see. Weapon X, what's up, my man? Shout out to Weapons X.
What's up, dude?
Great channel. Go throw your link in the in the chat. Everybody, go sub him up. I love his shorts. Does a great job. He's a master editor, man. I wish I could edit like that. I can't, but he does a great job. So yeah, everybody's got Buffalo for the most part. I think I see one Bills, one Miami, 29-7. It must be a Miami fan. I can't see Miami winning that without the quarterback, you know. All right, so then on Sunday, the game after that is the Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. This is a fascinating game, man. I'm gonna let you I hear what you think first. I think we're probably gonna agree on this too, but
yeah, I think you said it, quote unquote. You think that Minnesota's been one of the most fraudulent teams that we've seen in some of their matchups that they've had, especially late in the season, even all year, when, you know, Kirk Cousins is in the spotlight and just can't get it done. The Giants were toe-to-toe with the Vikings earlier in the season.
Right.
And I think we think that the Giants, I could probably speak for both of us, the Giants are just fighters, man. That defense is going to get after it every third down, don't matter if they're up or down in this game. I think the Giants got a good chance to win this playoff game, man. They're not saying that the weapons or anything with the Vikings, it's going to come down to that quarterback. It's what it's going to come down to, and I think he's going to choke.
Wow, it looks like in the chat, it's really split. I see a lot of Vikings. I see a lot of Giants. It's pretty split. I'm going to say that I think the Giants are going to win, and for one reason. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, to me, does not perform in the big games, in the big moments. And plus, if you look at the Vikings, I don't think they've been playing great football towards the end of the year. I don't trust Kirk Cousins in a playoff. I think the Giants go in there. They're rested. They got a good week of rest last week. And I don't think they have any pressure. I think Saquon Barkley goes off, and I'm gonna take the Giants in the upset too, man. I am. Jimmy Garrity says 500 Vikings defense stink. If Kirk and the offense don't score a lot, they lose. I agree. Now, if I think if Minnesota jumps up early, like if they jump up early, let's say they go up 13-0, something like that, I think the Giants are in trouble. Like if you take the run game out of it for the Giants and you put it in Daniel Jones' hands, I understand Giant fans think he's been great and he's played a lot better. I still don't know that he can win. I don't know that they got the weapons in the passing game, you know. But you'll know. I feel like we're gonna know in the first quarter. If Kirk Cousins comes out and does what Kirk Cousins does, it's over. Good night.
Yeah, just don't put Rager in the game. Don't, because he won't run the full route. Don't make sure you don't put him in the game.
Fumble. We know. I bet you Rager fumbles a punt tomorrow. What are the chances? It's got to happen. It's got to happen. So it looks like on our chat, it's pretty split. To me, for the most part. Obviously, I it's hard for me to root for the Giants. So. Part of me would love to play them and beat them again, but it's hard for me to root for them. But I also just I don't believe in Vikings. We got about 500 people in both chats. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes if you're on my channel. And definitely we want to thank you guys for being here.
Yes.
What's the next game? The next game we got is the
Baltimore.
I believe it's Baltimore, Cincinnati. What? I don't think Lamar Jackson's playing, is he?
Nope.
Yeah, no Lamar. They got no chance, dude.
Who's their back? I don't know who their back. Yeah. I don't know who their backup is. No idea.
Yeah, I who's their backup? Let me see. I'm trying to remember who it is. I know who it is. I just watching them the other day. I forget, but yeah. So no Lamar Jackson. I think they're in trouble. I think it's so. Dobbins, right? Isn't it Dobbins?
It might be, yeah.
No, I don't know who it is.
Or is it
No, that's rushing. I'm just looking at names here. on their thing, but I don't remember who
Tyler
their quarterback is.
Tyler Huntley.
I don't know. That's how much. Huntley is it? That's how much Ravens I've watched. I did watch him a little bit last week, but not much.
Might be.
I don't think they win. I think the Bengals have a legitimate chance to go to the Super Bowl, dude. I think they're a legit contender. I think the Bengals win this game, and I think they cover.
They had a really bad beginning of the year. It was a really bad beginning of the year for them. They looked horrible beginning of the year, but they really picked up, man, late in the season. They did a good job.
Yeah, well, the first 3 weeks of the season, they couldn't score. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't protect Burrow at all, especially in that Dallas game. That's why the Dallas fans always bring up, we beat the Bengals. But that Bengal team they were not the same team at the time, So, yeah, I agree. I think the Bengals win. And then that takes us to the final game, the Monday night game. Now, I got to tell you, I absolutely hate Monday Night Football I hate Monday Night Football playoff games on Monday Night Football. That's what I'm saying. I absolutely hate it. Why have a playoff game on Monday Night Football, dude? I don't like it.
They've never done it, have they?
They used to never do it. No, they used to never do it. And he says, Philly and Joey, the Eagles play the Giants. Would you be nervous to play them, or do you think we win the game? It's a division rival, so you're it's always gonna be tough. But I still think we win, but it would be tough. It would be a tough game.
It's not like we gave away anything that second game that we played. It's not like we really gave any plays away, and defensively or offensively on both sides, we really didn't give anything away. So
yeah. Thanks as Monday night makes money. Yeah, that's true. But it is a big game. Brady versus the Cowboys. Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. What are your thoughts going into this game?
You have, as the Cowboys, you really have to run the ball. I mean, you really have to use those two running backs, because you make Dak throw 12 for 40, whatever it is, because the more you pass with Dak, I mean, bad things are going to happen. I know Tampa's getting some defensive players back. What Tom Brady are we getting in this game? Because don't they have Tampa as the underdogs in this game Monday night?
Yeah, Tampa is 2.5-point underdogs.
Okay,
right now going into that game. Yeah.
And, so I'm gonna have a lot to prove there. I mean, with Tom Brady, and I think at the last couple games of the season, I thought they really strived a little bit better. I thought they got Mike Evans more involved. They got back to what they should be a little bit. So I think it's really anybody's game, but I think Cowboys have a huge chance to win this, but I think it's up to the coaching. I think with the offensive coordinator, I think it's really just running the ball and sprinkling the pass. Yeah. You just cannot make Dak pass that much. The defense played really well last week. I thought they were making stop after stop after stop, but Dallas just didn't. They couldn't counter on offense too much. So,
yeah, my thoughts are that Dallas played so bad versus Washington last week that it makes me feel like that they're going to be very sharp because they were so bad against Washington. Dak threw a pick six. They totally choked any opportunity to win the division, even though we won. But that still was unacceptable. I feel like on paper, Dallas is a better team. I look at it, and I think they're a better team. I think they have better players. I think that they should win this game. And the question is, will they? Because Dak has come up small in certain playoff games, and is being on the road better for Dallas than being at home? It's a great question. I don't know. I think if Dallas can run the ball, especially with those two running backs, and then Brady's a statue back there, right? So you have him going up against Parsons in that defensive line. Now the thing with Tampa is, I do think Godwin, Evans. I do think Godwin has kind of come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's they got an ability, I think, through the passing game, because I think you can run on Dallas. You could throw on Dallas. I don't know why everybody thinks Trevon Diggs is the greatest corner ever. I think you could throw on him. I think you can move the ball on them. But does Tampa have enough to get it done? Brady in the playoffs, you never know. But I have to take. I'm taking Dallas to win. I think Dallas is going to go in there and beat them. I hate to say it, dude, but I think they are.
I can see it.
Yeah. Swaggy said, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, Jags versus Chargers is the most anticipated game to watch. Giants upset the Vikings, and Philly back to underdogs like 2017, and other teams should be scared. Agreed. Hey, Weapon X, did you drop your yeah, here it is. All right, guys, make sure you sub him up. Definitely give him a sub up. You'll definitely thank us later. Make sure you sub him up. But yeah, I think that I think Dallas wins. And so if that happens, then you'll have the Niners win, the Giants win, and the Cowboys win. So next week would look like this. It would be Giants at Eagles, Cowboys at the Niners. Okay. Mm. So I want to expand this a little bit, okay? Because I actually think this is actually a interesting game, Dallas and Niners, because I think on paper the Niners have the better team, but with a rookie quarterback, do they get it done versus Dallas? Now they'll be able to run on Dallas, but dude, I could see a situation where Dallas beats the Niners. So what I'm saying to you is that we may be looking at a situation where we have to face the Giants and then the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. How crazy would that be?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Would you like that or not like that?
No, I mean that'd be crazy. I would love to knock
Dallas. I would love to knock Dallas out. I would love it. Are you kidding me? Now, what'll probably happen is the Buccaneers and the Vikings will win, and it'll screw everything up.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to stream every game. The only game I don't know about is that the Baltimore game. I may not be able to do that. Chris Graham says 500's best thing you said all year. Great guy. Oh, because I said Dallas will win. What do you guys think? Put what you guys think will win. Jeff says Tampa 33, Cal Turds 24. Now, let me tell you this. If Dallas loses to Tampa Bay, and let's say, Dak throws another pick six or something, then I really have to question whether he could ever win the big game, because I'm surprised that he doesn't get more criticism for not winning more playoff
He doesn't.
games. I mean, he's 1-3, man. He's 1-3. Can you imagine a quarterback if Jalen Hurts was 1-3 in the playoffs after 7 years? It'd be crazy, right?
They will blame their OC before they blame Dak, unless they get blown out. I mean, that's the only thing I could say.
Yeah. Zay Boogie, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, love supporting you guys, but I won't be Super Chatting as much because the future wife is trying to save for the honeymoon, and she'll double walk that ass. However, with Hurts' work ethic being second to none, how high is his ceiling? I think Hurts could be Russell Wilson level. I really do. I think he could be up there. I think he could be a perennial All-Pro, MVP, and just a guy who wins championships. I look at Hurts, okay, and the one thing I feel about him is I feel like he's the type of guy that would win you big games, that would win you pressure situation games, that those final drives. I feel like he's that kind of guy. I feel like he's a winner, So maybe he doesn't always throw 40 touchdowns a year or 35, but I feel like he's going to win you games. He can win you championships, And Zay Boogie, we thank you for Super Chat, man. Definitely save up for that honeymoon. Go take your wife on the honeymoon. Go take her. I hope you're going somewhere nice where there's a beach.
I think I think with Jalen Hurts that he gets criticized too is total touchdowns and passing touchdowns. Like you said, it's the passing touchdowns aren't there with obviously Patrick Mahomes or something like that, which he's our MVP at the end of the day. Like this guy elevates our whole offense, and the mentality and his mindset and his work ethic takes over, and I think is gonna take this team to another level. But like we said, he didn't. Last year was last year. Wild card game was horrible. This team was not prepared. That's just what it was. And now the Eagles have another chance, which we'll get into the coaching staff later on going to these playoff games. But it's a big chance we can make a lot of noise. So,
yeah, I agree. Greaser Bub, the original David Super Chat goes, that cursed belt from Pizzle needs to be exercised. It's 3 feet in the backyard. It's literally in the underground. I buried it. I'll have to show you guys the pictures. Don't worry. We've fixed that belt. Les Grossman, David Super Chat goes, I would flip if we play the Giants and the Cowboys, then the Chiefs, Jags, and Super Bowl. Oh my God. That would be crazy. You know what I mean? It would be crazy. Jamie says, yo, boys, who would you want to face in the NFC Championship game? I mean, from just from a selfish standpoint of my channel, okay, I'm gonna be honest. From a channel standpoint, it would be Dallas, because the amount of hype and attention that would be given leading up to that game would be absolutely fantastic. However, I don't want Dallas getting that close, so
right.
So I'll settle for somebody like Minnesota. Play Minnesota.
True. I would do it again.
Let's beat their ass, you know. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know who I want. I also think, I do think the Niners are really a stacked team, but it's hard for me to believe that Brock Purdy, a rookie quarterback, is going to take that team into Philly in an NFC Championship game and win. I just don't see it, dude.
No.
But who knows? I really don't. It doesn't matter. I mean, from a hype standpoint, could you imagine play the Giants in the divisional round? Then you have to play the Cowboys. Dude, from a hype standpoint, talking about probably the highest rated NFC Championship game ever, it would be crazy. It would be crazy.
I have faith. Oh, go ahead. You're good.
No, I was just going to read AK Eagles podcast is here. Shout out to him, everybody. Definitely. If you haven't, go sub him up as well. Drop your link in the chat. He says, we will be the only NFC East standing at the end of this week. Oh, he's got Dallas and Giants. Hey, listen, I could live with that. I'm totally content with that, What were you going to say?
No, just, I have all the faith in the players being in these playoff games, and I think we have the talent. And the problem I'm going to have going into this playoff game is what these coaches designate what these players are how these players are going to play. And from the last couple weeks, I understand we didn't have Jalen Hurts for 2 games, but from the past, few weeks and making adjustments and making changes to an offense when you don't have your starting quarterback, or your defense and how passive it has been. I don't know what to think of it going into the playoffs, and I'm afraid of not being too aggressive. And I think that's one thing we've been kind of complaining about. So,
right. Yeah, I think they need to come out and they need to run the ball. Like in the playoffs, you have to play good defense. You have to be able to run the ball, and you can't turn the ball over. And if they do those things, nobody's going to beat them. Skid Marks, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Philly is, what is EOTY? Found your high school picture. Oh, that
is
ain't
that Boys
me.
for Life?
That looks like Boys for Life. Yeah. What's EOT? What's EOTY mean? What does EOTY mean? But thank you, buddy.
No idea.
I don't know what EOTY means. Let me see here. Janady, I think that's how you say it. David Super Chat goes, Niners will win the Super Bowl. It's hard for me to imagine a rookie quarterback taking a team to Super Bowl. Has that what? And I don't know off the top of my head. I'm trying to think rookie quarterback that actually won the Super Bowl. Who has it been? I can't remember a starting rookie quarterback that won a Super Bowl. I think there's been guys that have gotten there, but I don't think anybody's won it. hard for me to remember,
No, but
It means executive of the year. Okay, executive of the year. I got you.
no,
There you
but
go.
I'm saying this. I feel like if Purdy's going to be like, say, like they lose in the playoffs or he becomes a starting quarterback next year for them, like, do you feel like because there's no like solid blueprint on them that the Niners have somewhat of an advantage because they have teams really haven't figured him out yet since starting? Could that be the reason why he has so much success?
I think so, but I also think, they're such a good running team. Like, they run the ball. I think that McCaffrey trade was absolutely a huge trade, okay, that they pulled off. And they can run the ball, especially with Shanahan. He runs the ball. He can run with pretty much any running back. Now he's got McCaffrey. And I think them being able to run the ball, they play good defense. They're very good. They're
Right.
good both sides of the ball. The question is what are they going to do in a game like against the Eagles in the cold weather when the Eagles are shutting down your run and he needs to make the throws? That's where I think you have them. What are they going to do if Eagles jump up on them 14-0 or something like that? See, it's hard for me to believe a rookie quarterback starting, especially a 7th round pick, goes. He was the last pick in the draft, right?
Yeah,
he was the last guy. So can he win his playoffs? Playoffs are a different game. So that I don't know. That's the huge advantage. But you know what? That's kind of why I think it's possible that Dallas goes in there and beats them. Because Dallas beats Tampa, they're going to feel good about themselves. They're going to go in there. They're going to play a hard-fought game, but they got the better quarterback, to me. So, to me, I think the 49ers are a bit beatable because of that. And what if the Seahawks, I mean, listen, if they put him in a position where he has to make plays to win, that's where I want to see this kid play in the playoffs,
Right.
It's going to be an interesting game, And I'm not taking anything away from Brock Purdy or the Niners. I think the Niners are probably our biggest threat. I do.
Yeah.
Pence, thank you for Super Chat. I have faith in the Eagles, but we seem to have coaches whose sons know what time it is. What do you mean? His sons know what time it is? Oh, because are you talking about the Miles Sanders jersey? His son was wearing the Miles jersey or something. I don't know.
I think so.
But they need to use Miles, Which King says Purdy is going to get exposed. I mean, I just don't know what to expect from a rookie quarterback in the playoffs. The question is will the Niners be in a position where he has to make throws to win? I think that's where you get him. AK Eagles podcast says the 49ers versus the Eagles would be such a dynamic game one of the best D's versus the best offense will be. It would be a great game. It would be. And the Niners have showed the ability last year to go on the road and win, especially in cold weather. So, it's possible, Now, I really hate giving the Cowboys any credit. I don't want to, but I'm trying to keep it a little bit honest and not just troll since we are going in the playoffs. What are you going to say?
Let me I got a member chat. Chris Scott, member for 15 months of the Shake Squad captain tier. Thank you so much, man. He says the vets on this team know this might be their last chance for another Super Bowl ring or their first ring. We're too talented to let this pass by.
It's true. I agree. I agree,
man.
And my hope is that earlier in the year when we were talking about this team doesn't know how to win, because I think early on when we were blowing teams out, like we kind of didn't know how to finish teams and stuff. My hope is that they've kind of learned what to do in the playoffs, but they've got to come out and be able to run the ball, not turn the ball over, stop the run. If they do those things, they'll be fine. I also think Jonathan Gannon is my biggest question mark. Yeah, how is he going to play? That's what I want to know. Felix, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, if Kelsey plays his brother in the Super Bowl and we win, he is retiring. If not, his retiring is up in the air. I think if Kelsey wins a Super Bowl, he's definitely retiring. I think if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, I think there's a chance he comes back. The guy's still the best center in football. Like, the dude's still, he could play another 2 years, Joey.
The problem is you can't. The problem is you can't redshirt Cam Jurgens another year. You can't afford to You can't a second round pick. You can't redshirt him another year. So isn't Samalo? People were telling me Samalo was a free agent.
I think Samalo is a free agent. Yeah,
Jurgens could be the right guard because Jurgens was supposed to play guard. Jurgens was supposed to play guard, and that was before Kelsey had the orthoscopic, the cleanup in his elbow, that surgery. He was supposed to play guard and get reps there, but since Kelsey was out all of OTAs and training camp, he had to stay in that spot, and he looked great. And he still, they put him in red zone sometimes. He plays great.
Yeah. Let me tell you, if Jurgens plays right guard, he ain't moving. We're gonna need another center. It's gonna be like Landon Dickerson because he's that good, dude. We're gonna be like, we can't move this guy,
Right.
Janae Denver Super Chat goes, Hurts hasn't been there either. Where? Are you talking about like the playoffs? The difference between Hurts and let's say like Dak is Hurts hasn't been around as long. He last year we were lucky to make the playoffs, right? We were all happy to back in. The only reason the Eagles were in the playoffs was because they added an extra wild card team. I mean, I remember how I feel going in to that Buccaneers game. I remember talking about it. Like, we were happy to be there. Happy to be there. Let's take a shot and see what happens.
Right.
I don't think Hurts would have to lose. Hurts would have to lose this year and then like next year. And then I would start saying the same thing. But
yeah, true.
Dak has been there 7 years. And he's only got one playoff win. Nick Yak, Patty Whack, give his dog a bone. He says, congratulations winning the division, but you're one and done. Yeah, you say that all the time. A time traveler says, last Super Bowl, Kansas City was injured with 0 guards and O-line. So the Bucs got blitzed. Oh, yeah. They gave Mahomes a beating in that game.
They lost, but that year the Eagles changed their offensive line 20 times. That team lost one guard and they fell apart. Like they fell apart from one switch.
Yeah.
No joke.
That's why we love Stoutland, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Bobby says Purdy is better than Hurts. Come on. You don't even believe that. Water boy. Slasher says, thank God Jurgens wasn't playing guard. Him and Kelsey are way too small to play next to each other. I think Driscoll can play the guard spot at a high level.
Mm.
Yeah, they are kind of small, but man, they're good. I mean, I think Jurgens is probably going to be center. I'm kind of joking that he'll stay at right guard, but they do need to do some work in the offseason with their offensive line. I would say that if there's a guy early that they like at right tackle to replace Lane down the road, I would jump on it if he's that talented. You know what I mean?
First round,
if necessary.
Yeah.
If he's the best player, well, not so much the first round pick, but let's say you have a late first round pick and there's a guy at right tackle that you really like, I would have no problem with it. I wouldn't even mind a guard. Now everybody's talking about Bijan Robinson. And I would love to have him from, I've been watching I watched a couple of his games, and I would love to have him, but I don't know if he'll be there with the second first. Yeah. I still believe that the first round pick is going defensive end. I truly believe they're going defensive end, or they're going to go like corner or safety. I think it'll be one of those 3 picks. You know?
I agree. I totally agree.
Chris Graham says this is Philly's best work. That's because I'm not trolling you Cowboys tonight. Like, I'm trying to keep it real. Like, you got to troll the Cowboy fans, but you got to also keep it real when you're talking about playoffs overall. I'm trying to keep it somewhat real. A lot of times I just bust your balls. See, I know how to push their buttons, Show enough says I'd move Mulata to left guard, Dickerson to right guard, and get a left tackle. See, I don't want to move. I don't want to move. That just seems like it's just so much movement on the line, So
too much.
We'll see. I think you just get another right guard. I mean, I would even listen if there's a right guard late first round pick it could come in and start. I would do it. I think you have to keep that offensive line good,
Yeah, I agree.
Jason Wallace, thank you for super chat. He goes, White Denzel, who will be play? Can you break down? Who will we play? I think we're going to play the Giants. I really think we're playing the Giants, this week,
Yeah, definitely going to happen.
Space Cadet says, what would be your thoughts on having Eagles convert Davis into a center or guard? He has the size and power. No. What Jordan Davis needs to do is actually go out and learn to be a better pass rusher. That's what he needs to focus on, his conditioning and rushing the pass.
Here's a question. Do you think they'll actually sign Fletcher Cox to a 1-year deal if they think Jordan Davis ain't ready? Do you think Cox can get like a 1-year deal for next year? No. Okay.
No, I think he's gone because I think you have to bring Hargrave back. How you can't?
Oh no, you do.
Hargrave
No, you
11
do.
sacks. So to me, it's Hargrave and Jordan Davis. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Listen, it's hard for me to talk off season right now because we got a playoff game. But I mean, there's a lot of different things coming.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Eagle Day for Super Chat. He goes, we have guys with playoff experience on this team. Jalen Hurts is mentally ready for this moment. NFC comes through Philly. Fly Eagles fly. I 100% agree with you. I think that like the national media is sleeping on the Eagles, man.
A little bit.
It's like why? It's like the Eagles are not. They only have home field advantage. They only lost one game, and Hurts only lost one game. So 2 of our losses came with Minshew.
Right.
So I just feel like they're sleeping on us. I feel like that to act like going into Philly in cold weather is just is easy to do and anybody can just go and do it. I don't agree with that. I think it's tough. Like if you take a team like Minnesota and they got to go play outdoors, I think they're screwed, man. I do.
I agree.
I do. Here's a question. I am forever says, would you bring Brandon Graham back?
It's tough. They still have to draft a defensive end regardless. I mean, BG has now every opportunity now to go get money somewhere else on a short year deal or something. But depending if Bradbury's gone and like if say he or maybe that's not the case because they need a couple corners anyway with Avonte Maddox being injury prone as it is right now. I think Barnett will be gone with that one more year. I just think they're not going to lose much if they just get rid of him. I still think they need to draft a defensive end. We cannot replace. You're going to be paying a good amount of guys. If depending if it's going to be TJ, Chauncey's going to get paid, Hargrave's going to get paid on top of our quarterback getting paid. The quarterback getting paid won't take an effect until 24. So they have a year to maneuver some things, but I think they could bring him back. I mean, I don't know if he would actually want to play anywhere else. He probably can't even picture himself playing anywhere else.
That is the one reason why I think we have a shot. I could see if any one player, if there's one guy on this roster that I think would play or possibly take a hometown discount, I think it's Brandon Graham.
Yeah,
because I think he loves playing in Philly. I don't think he wants to go anywhere. He's the one guy, and you know what? I would find a way to do it. And the reason I say is because I think that Brandon Graham, it's great that he got double-digit sacks. He had the best year of his career, but he's such a leader and such a he's such a big deal, especially from an energy standpoint.
Yes.
I want to bring him back. I do. But we'll get into that when we do our stay to go, all that stuff. Me and Joey don't stop any all season. This is every week. Nick asks, how useless was your draft picks this year? Not useless at all. What are you talking about? Listen, Jordan Davis was really impactful in the run game. Juergens got to learn behind Jason Kelce. And when he did play, he was good. And then we saw what Nakobe Dean is ready to do. I don't think they were useless at all. I think I love the trajectory of those 3 picks.
Yeah. I totally agree. Impact.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'd rather a guy be impactful in years 2 through 8 than just year 1. You know, Juergens didn't play because you had a Hall of Fame center. Nakobe Dean didn't play because you had really good linebacker play, especially early on. But those guys, what they've learned is insurmountable. I think they're going to be studs, Joe says Philly beats whoever comes to the link. I think so too. I actually think, and we'll see how it turns out, I actually think the divisional game, if the Eagles are going to lose a playoff game, I think it's the divisional game. If they get through the divisional game and win and get the championship game, I think they're going to blow whoever out. Like similar to 2017 where they barely beat Atlanta and then they blew out the Minnesota Vikings. I think that's what we're looking at, in my opinion.
Right.
Jay Koch said, is this Hargrave's last year? If not, we'll extend him and save cap. Is it his last year or is it they got to redo it because of the cap hit?
His last year on his contract is this year.
Last year. Yeah, I mean, you can't let a 11 sack defensive tackle walk out. You just can't.
No.
Have to find a way. Jay Koch says Jared Verse is a monster coming out of the draft. I haven't even gone back. I just started looking at Bijan Robinson. So I'm so far behind. It's gonna, I save all that for all season because there's not really else to do, especially right after the Super Bowl. You get that whole month where there's not even news. That's the time to do draft stuff. Of course, says Philly, you stream. Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow's games. Absolutely. You feel bad for all those chickens in Virginia. Let me tell you, chicken man over there, Mark Holmes sacrificing chicken.
Oh.
He's scared. He is so scared of Tampa. He's already starting. Well, he's already starting the excuse train, dude. Kellen Moore, he's already not going to blame Dak Prescott, So, should the Eagles consider drafting a quarterback? That's a better question for Dallas. Should Dallas start considering drafting a quarterback?
Yeah,
obviously,
really.
You have a quarterback who's making a lot of money, who has shown that he can't win the big games in the playoffs, and he throws a lot of pick sixes. So I think
funny
it's a better question for you guys.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting. I think these games are going to be fast. I think we're going to get a lot of good games this week. I think they're going to be close and entertaining. I think it's going to be a great week of playoff football. GG Beto, what's going on, man? How are you?
GG.
Let's see. Jalen Hurts is MVP. Absolutely. Mark Johnson says, cry, Eagles, cry. Kind of hard to cry when you're the number 1 seed and you have a bye week, it can't be that bad for us. We have a bye week and we're the number 1 seed. I don't know where this narrative of the Eagles are collapsing and whoever they play is set up, I don't get it, dude. Or Nolan Carroll jerseys, or Nolan. There wasn't. No, it was Matt Corral. It wasn't Nolan Carroll. No.
Nolan Carroll's not bringing us good luck. Oh yeah, I remember him.
God, he drove me nuts.
Horrible.
Again, to throw off my friend Necro. Again, to throw my friends. You all became Giant fans. We're not becoming Giant fans, but we do have the Matt Corral jerseys, and I will be wearing it again. The question is am I going to change the name on the back?
Right.
But yeah, I'm wearing it. Vermont Williams says, Philly 500. Do you think we need a strong? Well, I think you may, if there's a safety available, I would grab them. I would grab one early. I have no. I mean, I like Blankenship, and obviously you got to bring.
Yeah.
To me, your number 1 priority is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But I would draft it if a guy's there that you really like. Yeah, I would draft one. No question about it. Hulk Mercenary, a member for 20 months of Dingbat Nation, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. He goes, excited to be a fan tomorrow and not stressed. Laugh out loud.
Right.
That's the nice thing. You get to watch it, a great weekend of football and not have to worry about it. Hey, Boucher, who's your team, by the way, Bobby Boucher? Are you a Cowboy fan or a Niner fan? Nolan Carroll jerseys come with skid marks. No offense. Oh, my God. Nolan Carroll. I can't wait. I don't understand how Carolina picks ahead of the Saints Eagles when Carolina swept the Saints and they have the same record. So what it is this. I'm pretty sure this is what it is. there was a three-way tie in the NFC South. You had the Falcons, Carolina, and New Orleans all with the same record. When you do a three-way tie, you don't go head-to-head. Head-to-head's thrown out the window. So they're not. I think they view it by divisional record. I think is what a three-way tie's first thing. So because it was a three-way tie, New Orleans lost out, even though they got swept by Carolina. That's what happened. Dave K says, Joey 500 up, fellas. Best two guys to get the real info. Stay safe and be well. Stopped in to give my respect. Thank you, Dave, man. Shout out
Dave.
to you, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, that's crazy. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, no problem. Burns says Dawkins was a free safety. Yes. But Dawkins really changed the way Jim Johnson used Dawkins really changed how safeties really are. Back in the day, it was like you had a free safety and then you had a strong safety. It was more of like a box safety, and he'd come up, play the run. Dawkins was really interchangeable in that he could cover and come up, and he made safeties really have to be able to do both,
Yeah.
And I really believe that's one of the reasons why he got in on his first try. Trexler says that's the only three-way I don't like. Oh, really? That's the only one? I could think of a couple other scenarios you might not like. I could think of a couple scenarios.
Yeah, seriously.
You don't want the Beans and Frank too close to the other Beans and Frank. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
I was just watching something about Mary. You ever see that?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, dude! You never saw something about Mary? You need to watch it tonight. It may be one of the funniest movies of all. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Giants will feast on the Vikings. Yeah, I think I got them winning. I got them winning. Look at the Packers paying a quarterback. Yeah, true. Yeah, and if I was supposed to pause, I should have. Willie says 500 as a Cowboy fan. I've been with you from day one, and like your content. Willie, man, shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anthony says Eagles will dominate. We didn't get to 14-3 by luck. Philadelphia gets no respect, and I love it. Dogs stay hungry. Absolutely, man. I agree. Let's see here. Phil, what are your thoughts on old ass Stetson Bennett? Do you think he can get a job as a quarterback in the NFL? I was watching something where they were saying where they were saying that if he was taller and stuff, if he was bigger, he would be the number one pick overall. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, he might be able to, He may be able to play in this league. Let me see here.
So
Philly, say it. Say what? I don't know what he's talking about. KJ Smith, David Super J goes, Hurts has as many all pros as Dak has playoff wins. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Big D says, Giants, Bucks, and Seattle win this weekend. Yeah, listen, that would be the easiest path for the Eagles because the Eagles would then play the Seattle Seahawks in Philly. I don't think the Seahawks are coming to Philly and beating them. That would be a break. You know what I mean? That
would be the perfect matchup. That would be the break matchup.
Yeah, that would be huge. I mean, yeah. Am I supposed to pause? Eagles and Franks and beans. How do you get the beans above the Franks? Yeah. Dude, you got to watch that movie. I can't believe you've never watched something about Mary.
No, I've never seen it.
God. Dude, it's like immediately go watch that movie. You will be laughing your ass off. Maverick says, 49ers losing tomorrow, Philly. Ain't no way practice squad quarterback getting past the first round. That could happen. That could happen.
Could.
Yeah, something about Mary hilarious. I can't believe Joey hasn't watched it. Daniel Jones works with NASA, so they're all full of it. I love it. NASA, every January, NASA finds a new planet, Earth-like planet. Every January. I say this every year, and every year it happens, and nobody remembers the year before. I said, watch next January. Watch next January. Philly, do the truffle shuffle. There you go. Yeah, you got to watch that show. Geno Smith is going all the way. Darren says, I still have the underdog. I do too, I think. I think I do too. We have 574 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, or you haven't, click the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes,
Thanks,
the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. Yeah, I still can't believe you haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it for the 5th, 6th time.
It's like that's like Bad Dog never watching Breaking Bad, and then I'm like, Bad Dog, go watch Breaking Bad. He's like,
that's a crime.
I'm not even to TV shows like that.
I know a lot of people that never watched it.
Pilot, just watch the pilot. Like
they didn't win it. They
finally watched it.
They didn't win a Golden Globe at all. Like they didn't win. Better Call Saul won nothing out of the awards. Absolutely nothing.
They didn't get anything.
Nope.
Huh.
Just nominations. That's it.
Derek said, "I swear we never beat Seattle." I feel like that whole "we never beat Seattle" went out the window when Russell Wilson left. You know, that's what I think. You know, Dude's never seen it. He's never seen something about Mary. He don't know. He's getting so annoyed with that. But you got nothing else to do. You're stuck with COVID.
No.
Go watch it.
It's bringing me back to when we were talking about the old shows, and like I didn't watch 10 million of them.
Oh, you never heard of Voltron.
Zeldon, whatever the hell his name is. Voltron.
He didn't know what Voltron was. Man. I'm so old. It's hilarious. Thumbo David Super Chat goes, Dak gifted more footballs than Does Dak Prescott throw a pick six Monday night? That's the question. Man. He's never seen something about Mary. No, he never heard of Voltron either. It does take more effort to suck an accordion. Wait, what? That I don't know what he's talking about. Greatest scene was Ben Stiller on the couch. Oh, yeah, Joey's got to go watch it. That's like his homework. Thunder. You ever hear of Thundercats? Have you ever heard of Thundercats?
No.
Thundercats. Oh my God. He's never heard of Thundercats. Average Kayak David Super Chat goes, hey Joey, you should watch this movie. I just heard about it. It's called something. Joey should, and David Super Chat. Joey should actually have to watch it and should stream himself watching it. That would be funny. That show's gonna be funny, man. You're gonna be laughing so hard. Let's see. Joey, what rock have you been under?
I watch a crap ton of shows. I watch so much stuff.
I'm jealous of you. Like, I wish I could watch.
Oh, she could relive it. She could relive the whole thing again.
Dude, I saw that in the theater, and like there were like 5-10 minutes of movie going by where you couldn't hear anything because everybody was laughing so hard. It was really awesome. What about Power Rangers? You ever hear of them?
Yeah, of course. I've watched that.
What about G.I. Joe?
I've watched that. I've watched the original Star Trek. I've watched. Nights? I don't think so.
No, I don't think Joey saw that. That movie was a phenomenon. Yes. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Oh man. Frank and Beans. I love that show, dude. You gotta go watch something about Mary. It was awesome. Franks and beans. It was great. Thought about Day over Super J goes Joe Dirt. You ever watch Joe Dirt?
Yes. I've watched Joe Dirt years ago.
Yeah. Well, Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Now, Joey, so it's not a horror movie you won't watch.
No, I watch plenty of stuff. It's not just horror and slashing people. What the hell was that?
Stupid Siri. Siri activated itself. I said Franks and beans, and Siri got all excited. Yeah, I mean, dude, you gotta watch it.
These people.
Have you ever watched Dragon Ball? This is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like Dragon Ball Z at all. I've watched it, but I don't like it.
Let's see. Have you ever seen? Have you seen my baseball? My baseball.
Yes,
Joe says Tommy Boy.
Yes, every Chris Farley movie I've seen. Love Chris Farley.
Sandlot.
Seen Sandlot. Airplane I've seen.
Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, that's God. I was too young. Even probably watch that. Ren and Stimpy was great.
Tyree Eagle said, yeah, thank you. He said first he goes, Ren and Stimpy, you said you watched that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Hey Joe, have you ever heard of the Philadelphia Eagles? Have you ever watched Truman Show?
I don't think so, no.
That's an interesting show. There's a lot of conspiracies about that show. Will DK Metcalf get a lot of targets tomorrow? Yeah, I think DK Metcalf, I could see him having a good game. How about Goonies?
Seen the Goonies.
Lord of the Rings series?
Not a big fan. I've watched the films. I'm just not a fan of it too much.
Office Space?
Yes, I've seen that.
70s Show?
Seen a little bit of it, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Best movie, Silver Lining Playbook?
Bradley Cooper. Yeah, great.
Yeah. How about Trading Places? That's a good one. That's
Eddie
a great
Murphy,
movie.
yeah. Great movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. I can't tell. Is that a Christmas movie or a Thanksgiving movie? Like, yeah.
That was a little bit of both, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so too. How about Mike Cox? He's never saw that. Everybody's still looking for that. Bobby said, have you ever seen the Niners beat the Eagles in the Bourbon Bowl? You obviously seen Waterboy, right?
Yes.
Joey, have you seen? You've definitely not seen.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Have you seen the garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon? The what? Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
How about Reservoir Dogs?
Never seen it.
You should watch that. That's a great. To me, that may be my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh
my God. Joey, have you ever seen Gannon? God, I hate the Eagles, but I love this show. Thank you. I just can't believe you haven't seen something about Mary. Have you ever seen what am I thinking? Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, Tropic Thunder I've seen. I've seen Tropic Thunder.
Okay. Yeah. Did you like that?
Yeah, it was funny.
Okay, if you think that's funny, you're gonna, dude, I'm telling you. Why you want to laugh your ass off? Watch something about Mary. Did you ever see State Property? I've never seen that. What is that?
I forgot who was in it. That's an old movie. That's really old, I think.
My Cousin Vinny?
Yes, of course.
Talladega Nights?
Seen it.
500, have you seen your balls? I have. There, you'd have to be blind not to. Kaden says Bloodsport.
I don't think I've heard of it, but I don't think I have. No.
Animal House.
Yes.
That was funny. And it says, I'm late to the stream. Anyone know why the NFL thinks Supposed is cheating on the kick? for Jake by placing something white under the ball. I didn't even hear this. Did you hear
What?
this?
No.
I'm late to the stream. Anyone know why the NFL thinks Sippos is cheating on the kick placement for Jake by placing something white under the ball? This is the first I've heard of this. Did this just come out tonight? I haven't heard anything like that.
I don't know how someone just makes that up out of nowhere, but it's kind of weird.
Thank you, Chris Scott. I'm going to take a picture of this comment so that I can always bring it back. Thank you. 03 Denver Super Chat goes, if Eagles make it to Super Bowl 500, post a what?
A pie sit.
Oh,
you mean
squat cobbler?
Squat cobbler, a pie sit.
Yeah, I'll do one. Yes. Man, yeah, Joey, you gotta watch it. I'm telling you, man, earlier I Googled, I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna have to go look it up. Have not heard it. I know that Sippos is saying that he thinks he thinks he's gonna be able to play, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be like the next game.
I thought he said he was coming back. We got 534 people in the chat. If you guys haven't clicked the link in the description, go sub up my man Joey Shakes.
This might be true, actually. Have Eagles been cheating on field goals and extra points? If so, suspicious NFL officials want it to stop. Because according to Football Zebras, in the NFC East clash between the Eagles and Giants, Philadelphia punter Aaron Sippos, who acts as the Eagles holder, was seen picking up a small white object from the field after a field goal attempt by kicker Jake Elliott. When the tape is rolled back, the object was seen directly under the ball when the snap was received and was subsequently kicked forward naturally during the field goal attempt. Huh.
Maybe his cup fell out or something. I don't know.
A white.
That's weird.
White, that's weird.
I don't know. It's weird. I have to go look at it. I never heard anything like that. Winning Reality David Super Chat goes, Google search request the garbage picking field goal kicking foot off phenomenon. It's about a walk-on kicker for the Eagles. I think that sounds like a great movie. You know? Huh. Have you seen the Eagles win more than one Super Bowl? No, but have you seen Dallas win in the last 20-something years? I mean, come on, Dallas. Hey, Joey, have you ever seen Eagles run the ball with Miles Sanders? We still love you, Shakes.
They better
man. Yeah, the white object was a marshmallow. I don't know. It's weird. I think it's what they're going to say about it.
I think it's just for a tighter grip on the ground when he puts it on the ground, like when he holds the ball. I mean, I'm guessing that's what it is, for a tighter grip on the ground, I guess, or it doesn't move.
Yeah. Chris Scott says, Shakes of 500, please watch two very underrated movies ASAP. Frequency with Dennis Quaid and Murder in the First with Kevin Bacon. I've actually seen Frequency. I actually own that movie. I think that's an absolutely great movie. Love that. The Murder in the First I've never seen. I'll have to check it out. We want Joey to go watch Something About Mary tonight. He's got nothing else to do. What else is he going to do?
What is it called again?
Something About Mary. It may be one of the all-time funniest movies ever.
How old is this film?
90s. I want to say 90s.
Yeah,
Minority Report was good. Oh my God, dude! You have to go watch. You have to watch this show. Minority Report was good.
I saw this trailer like years ago. Like
he saw the trailer years ago. Oh my God, dude! Go watch this show.
That's it, though. I never.
Yeah, Frequency was a great. Oh, dude, you gotta go. Let me tell you, dude, the movie could not get away with that today. Like, it's so politically incorrect, but you got to go watch it. It is funny. Yeah, Field of Dreams is good. A Shaving Private Ryan's no. What the
Wait, what?
I read it wrong. And then I realized I really read it wrong. I thought it said Saving Private Ryan, but it's not what it says. Oh man. You'll know if you watch something about Mary, you'll know why I call Carson Wentz Woogie.
Okay.
You'll understand it. Harlem Nights was fantastic. Red Fox is one of my favorite guys ever. Oh my God. Has Joey seen the classic film called Something About Mary?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm sick, so let me watch all this.
Wow. Ann says, I never saw Something About Mary either. Don't feel bad. Oh, you got to go watch it. I'm telling you, if you just want a good laugh, watch it. You know, I'm telling you, I will not steer you wrong. I told Bad Dog for like 3 months, go watch Breaking Bad. I don't watch TV shows. I don't watch TV shows or whatever. Just go watch it. Just watch the pilot. Like he watches the pilot. It's like 3 days later. I just finished Breaking Bad. It was amazing. I'm like, yeah, I tried to tell you.
Of course. Right.
Yes. Life is hilarious. Eddie Murphy and Martin together. I thought so too. Oh man. Anyways, this is devolving quickly. Very, very quickly. Hey, by the way, did you have one of our shakedowns recently get limited ad revenue on your channel?
Yeah.
Mine too. Did you challenge it?
Yeah.
And it got
and
accepted?
Nothing. Yeah, I don't think anything happened. I think it's still. I have to check, but I think it's still.
They just checked because they just reversed one of them for me.
Oh, okay.
Chris got 500. Oh yeah, In Living Color was fantastic. Coming to America, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Dirty Work. I don't know what that is. Say Boogie to every super chat. He goes, saw a movie called Whole Lot of Skids and Mark Holmes. Oh man, you guys are crazy. Stelio 300 Cowboys every super chat. He goes, Philly 500. Are you afraid that the Eagles will get beat down by the Giants and Dallas might get to the NFC Championship? I'm not scared of that. I do think it's a very likely scenario that they play each other. Because I don't know what to expect from Brock Purdy, you know. Oh, 3 Denver super chat. He goes, 500. Would you rather kiss Hurts or sit on Mark's lap? I'll kiss Hurts.
I can't. I'm done. I'm too weak. I can't even move right now. I can't.
How did you think of that? Like, how do you come up with that?
I didn't want to picture that.
Like, how do you what would Philly 500? Let's make him kiss Hurts and sit on Mark Holmes' lap.
Like a normal kiss? It's just a normal like a quick peck
on the cheek. I think he means.
Oh, yeah. Who knows what he means?
I don't want to push it. You know what I mean? Pause. Oh, you guys are crazy. All right. Well, I think we should end this here before we get in more trouble. Joey's got to go watch something about Mary, so he's got some stuff to do. But no, thank you guys so much for being here. We'll have another Shakedown podcast next week. I don't think we don't need to do a post game with the Eagles not playing. But it's going to be an interesting week, no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these games. I cannot wait till tomorrow. Anything else, man?
No, that's it, man. I'm just going to enjoy football this weekend. That's it until we get to our shakedown on Tuesday to talk about the games. And we're heading straight to who we're going to be facing next week. So should be fun.
Absolutely. Is that movie from 1998, the Ben Stiller, Matt Dillon, Cameron? Yeah, that's it. Franks and Beans. That's it. Hilarious. I love that show. Joey needs a movie reaction channel. I know, right? He should just stream himself watching that. It would be hilarious. We should do a now I'm gonna tell you, like we need to do a Tulsa Kings post game, like post episode chat on that, because
I would love
both
to do
like that show.
Hell yeah!
Don't you have like another channel?
Yeah, I have the late night massacre. I'm waiting until because I'm sick this week. I had more free time because we're on the bye week. My PC set up in my desk. I was supposed to change everything around this week, but now because I'm sick, it's going to be like another week or two. So, yeah, I haven't really posted anything because I've been so busy on that channel. But I'm gonna be doing more stuff once I get everything else set up. So, I do a lot of reactions on there. Huh?
Whoa. Wait a second. Winning Reality, remember for 3 months, tip for Dingbat. He goes, just tweeted a poster. Look, now, thank you for your support. I got to show you this. And Clark Roberts says, member for 13 months at Double Moonwalker. Thank you for your support, my man. He goes, hey, yo, what's up, boys? Flyers Fly. What's going on, man? Stelios Cowboys, thank you for your super chat. He goes, also, that being said, you're the only Eagles content creator I can truly respect. You're a real Eagles fan. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, remember when he was saying the name of that movie, and we're like, of the field goal kicker thing? That was a real movie.
Oh, really? I did not. I've never even heard
Yeah,
of that.
here you go. Here's the poster from it. The garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon.
Wow.
With Tony Danza. How about that?
Never seen that. That's weird.
Wow, I don't even remember. That's like that I don't even remember anything like that. This gotta be some Mandela effect or something. That's crazy. Yeah, you don't lie, Winning Reality. That's right, man. I've never seen that. Now I'm gonna have to go watch that while Joey's watching something about Mary. Enemy of the State was good. Yeah, I saw that. No Maddox update yet. They're hopeful, but that's about it, really.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I will be back. I will be back tomorrow for some streams. Joey, I hope you get some rest, man, and feel better.
Yeah, relaxing. I'm relaxing tomorrow. That's definite. Tomorrow, I'm definitely. I gotta relax tomorrow. Today is probably my worst day. Like, I'm trying to. Like, this actually really helped since we were doing something. I was happy the Shakedown was today. I would never cancel the Shakedown ever unless it was like an emergency. But it was a lot of fun though. So.
Yeah, well, hopefully it got your mind off of being.
Oh,
sick
definitely.
Around,
definitely.
You know. The biggest thing for me when I had it was just the lethargy. Like, I was just tired for like 2 weeks all the time, and then it went away. You know. But I hope this is
my second time getting it. My girlfriend's had it 3 times. This is her third time getting it. 3 times.
Has it been easier each time? Like less.
As of yesterday, as of today, she can't get out of bed. So I don't know if it's I don't know. She's got her shots, and I don't know. It's like it didn't make it any better. I don't know. I never got shots because I didn't want to. I felt like I wanted to naturally kill it and like let my body naturally go through it. Then. Because for a lot of the people I know that are getting these shots, and everyone's body's different. I don't crap on anybody that gets the shots or anything. I'm just saying for the people I know that have shots, they're getting more sick all the time, and I don't know why. So, that's what it is.
That's interesting. Yeah. Well, I hope she feels better. I hope you feel better, man. Yeah. Definitely get some rest. You know, I like I said, I had it once, and I didn't find it to be too bad. I just thought it just being tired. I didn't want to get out of bed for like 3 weeks. I was always tired. That was the worst part of it for me. But I hope you feel better, man. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you haven't, click the link description. So Up Joey, if you're on my channel, we will be back later this week, and we'll find out who the Eagles are playing. That should be really, really interesting. I will be streaming tomorrow live. You know, hopefully we'll have an update on whether Joey's watched something about Mary. I'm just kidding. Or not.
If I get this damn question Tuesday, I swear to God.
You're gonna get it a lot. But no, thank you guys so much. As always, let's the Cowboys are about to go through their choke season, so let's have Michael Anthony Fitness. Where's the fitness? Take us out. You guys all take care. We will talk to you later. In peace. Don't be Dingbat.
Not time for one more play. We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
running
from
a. To get off the field on third down. What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Tell him more. He's gotta be better, man. Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more play. We had an opportunity to win that game at the end. But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us. I'm upset, but the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one.